Hey everyone, this is Wendy from Sweetie Sweeps, and today I want to show you how to use Snapchat. If you want, you can also get my book on Amazon. Sometimes I offer the book for free, otherwise it's $2.99, and it will teach you everything you need to know about Snapchat. But for now, sit back and watch the video, and you'll probably learn just about everything you need to know to use Snapchat. Alright, so the first step is we're going to log in. I use an iPhone, and this is what it looks like. So we hit the tap the login screen button, and I'm going to be using my Sweeties Kids account. Sweeties Kids is the site, sweetieskids.com is the site I use, work with my daughter-in-law and my grandkids on. We post all kinds of things about kids and family, and so let's log into that account, and that's our test account. So I'm not going to show you my password. Alright, whoops, there we go. Logging in. I have it on my Wi-Fi. One thing you will need to know about Snapchat is it takes a lot of data. So, alright, so the first step is when you are logged in, you'll see that you're looking probably at your face, wonderful. And so you want to probably turn it around. So you can tap this button at the top, or you can double tap on the screen. And that will turn it around, and now you see my backyard. And so it looks like a camera view. And this is where people get confused, because now what do you do? Because it's not like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, where you see other people's content right away. There's nothing there but your camera, and this is definitely where people get confused. So let's start off by learning how to add someone. So you'll see the ghost icon at the top, and what you want to do, you don't have to even touch that, is you're going to swipe anywhere on the screen. You're going to swipe down, and you'll see a snap code. Every person that has a Snapchat account gets a snap code, and it's unique to you. And if you tap it, it becomes larger, and you'll see that that snap code has dots, and the unique combination of dots is what makes your snap code unique to you. Alright, so here you'll see where it says add friends. So I'm going to tap that, and I'm going to add by username. That's the easiest way if you know someone's username. So you tap that, and then I'm going to type Sweeties Sweeps. And I spelled it wrong. Alright, it comes up. I already added it. Let's unadd it. Oops. Alright. Okay, so it shows that I've already added my account. But if I hadn't added it before, it would look like this. You would see the add button, and then you just tap add, and it comes up. So that's how you find people. If you know their username, just search for it. And if you know, you can add by address book or snap code and a few other options. And when I go back, like I said, the snap code is this. If you have someone's snap code, you can add them. And we're not going to cover that in this video, and that is definitely in the book if you're interested in learning how to add someone by snap code. Alright, so how do you get around Snapchat? That's how you add someone. How do you get around? So what you want to learn is, if you're lost, swipe up, swipe down, swipe left, swipe right. And you'll get around pretty easy. Alright, so we're back on the home screen, and now we want to figure out what do all the icons mean. So up here, this is the flash icon. So if you were taking a picture, you could have the flash on or off. This button here, once again, is to turn the camera forward facing or front facing or rear facing. So one way it's viewing you, and the other way it's viewing outward. So, and the bottom left, this is where your private messages are. And on the right, this is where your snaps are. This is where you'll view content from people. If you had new snaps to view, this would be a color, meaning if someone that you're following has added new snaps, then that would change color. You know you'd have something new to view. And I've looked at everything already, so that's why it's white. And what is a snap? A snap is a photo or a video. So I'm going to tap that and show you, and that's just somebody I'm following. And you'll see that this is what the screen looks like on the Snap page or My Stories page. And if you want to get new content, just like on a lot of different social media apps, you hold your finger and you drag down, and you'll see at the top the little ghost dances around and it gets new content. Now at the very top, these are articles, news articles, and articles that are run by Snapchat. And basically you can get your news right on Snapchat. That's pretty much where I get my news now. Is like, here's BuzzFeed and ESPN and iHeartRadio, Daily Mail, People Magazine, Food Network. What else? CNN. Here's National Geographic. Now let's just see what it looks like to view an article. So I'm going to tap on that and it loads. And basically to read the article, you'll see it says read, and you just swipe up, and then there's your article. And swipe back down. Then to get rid of it, you swipe and you'll see it goes off the screen and back up here. Another way to view these same articles is to swipe the whole screen to the left. There's the exact same articles. So they've given you a bunch of different ways to view the news that they have on there. Okay, so now what do the different sections mean? So there's our news, and then there's either an ad or another, a featured article. This section up here are recent updates. These are the people that you're following and the current updates that they have that you haven't actually seen. We go down the page and then you'll see all stories, or all the people that you're following, and all of the stories that they've had, or snaps within the last 24 hours. So there, because on this account I've actually viewed my snaps from Sweetie Sweeps, that's why they show up at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap to view someone's snap. So tap, you wait till it loads. Sometimes you may have to tap it twice, and you'll see that these are, sometimes you have to turn it. These are the snaps that I have posted out there in the last 24 hours. Now, here's something interesting that you need to know. I don't know if you can see it, but it's an icon, and it's a countdown timer. So every time a snap appears on the screen, it's counting down how long that snap has before it's gone off the screen. Now, snaps can be recorded between 1 and 10 seconds. And I try to now record mine 10 seconds so that they stay on as long as possible, so that you can actually see them and see what I posted. It's not like Facebook or Twitter or you can save them or see them as long as you want on the screen. They go away. The Snapchat has created this app because it's supposed to be a timeline of your activity in the last 24 hours, and all the snaps actually go away off of their server. There's my smoothie for the day. Now, let's see. Okay, so once the last snap has gone away, it stops, and to view them again, you always have to be in this all story section. Remember, the section up here is recent updates are ones that you haven't viewed, that are new from the people you follow. And then at the bottom, all stories are people you follow and everything that they have snapped in the last 24 hours. So you can go back and view them over and over and over again. So let's go back and view mine again. You can tap. And if you've seen it before and you're like, oh, I missed that one, the fourth one, which one was it? So just keep tapping through. You don't actually have to wait for them to count down. You just tap through and find what you want. Now, here's something. Okay, this snap's getting ready to go away. How do we save it? Hold your home screen. Let's try a different one. Okay. Let's try that again. Okay, so this one, you're going to hold this button, the camera button, and the on-off button. Hold on. And press it at the same time. And what that did, that took a screenshot of the snap. So now it's saved in your gallery. So I'll go back here and I'll go to my gallery, and there it is. I've saved it as an image on my phone that I can look at forever before I delete it. So videos you can't really save, but images you can do a screenshot. Let's go back to Snapchat, and here we are at the home screen again. Let's see, what else do you want to learn? So we're going to swipe down. The gear icon is important at the top, so we're going to tap the gear icon. And this is where you have all your information. You can change your password, and you can see who can contact you under who can view your story. So if you have the view my story as friends, my friends, then people that you follow and they follow you are the only ones that can see your snaps. If you have it to everyone that finds your account and follows you, whether you follow them or not, can see your story. I have it set to everyone. Custom is just a few people, and you can set who sees your story. And the same thing as contacting you. Under, let's see, additional services, manage, this is where you want to enable filters, those fun filters, or sometimes they're called lenses, so that you can do fun faces, overlaying your face. Those are a lot of fun. Travel mode takes it so that you're not using, Wi-Fi or data. And friend emojis is where you can actually change the type of icon that shows next to the type of people, which is not all that important. Then we're going to go back and back. Always hit the arrow or swipe. And I'm going to swipe up. And I'm going to go now to private messages. Now, I don't have but one private message in here because we don't use this account a whole lot. And it came from Team Snapchat. If I wanted to reply to that message, if it was a new message, you see how there's like a box, but if it was a new message, it would actually be filled in. I can tap and drag to the right, and then now I can actually send text to that person. I can actually add, pictures, and I can add pictures from my my phone or my tablet, and that's private, all private. So we're going to go back. We're actually swipe. But here, let's see if I can send a private message to somebody. So I'm going to go back to my snaps. This is the easiest way. Scroll down, hold on to the person's name, and now you'll see these different icons here. This one here is to send the private message to someone. That one is I can send a snap. So if I wanted to send a picture to a person, I would just tap that. It'll allow me to take a picture, and then I can send it just to that person. While we're here, let's tap on the gear, and here I can edit the person's name. So if I wanted this to say Sweetie Sweeps instead of Wendy Lamage, I could do that because the name that appears here is the name that the person has set. But if you want to change it for your benefit, it doesn't change what they have, but it helps you figure out who they are, because some people just leave their username there instead of the real name. So I could change that. But here's where, like I said, and also under the gear, you can remove the friend or block them if they're annoying. So here, let's tap that, and there it comes right up to the private message screen, and I'm going just to send a picture. And these snaps, these are private messages, but they go away when you leave chat. So to save it in chat, like if you were notified that you won a prize or something by this private message system, you would want to save it for future use. So you're just going to hold your finger on there, and then you see the word saved, and now that will be there. Because what happens is, once the person that you sent it to views it and you viewed it and everyone leaves chat, the messages go away. It's not like any other social networking platform like Facebook or Twitter where the messages stay there forever. These go away in private chat. So that's the only way you do it, is you hold your finger on there and you'll see the word saved. And then if you're like, you don't want to save it anymore, you can hold it on there. Now it says unsaved. So you want to remember that when it comes to private messages. So I'm going to swipe to go back, and now you'll see that they've overlaid these same buttons that you can see on the home screen on your stories page, so you can easily get back to them. So private message, the button to take the picture or snap, and this button takes you to this page basically. So we're going to go, or you can use these buttons, or you can also use this icon up here. So if I tap that, that takes me back to the home screen. So how do you take a picture, and how do I add text? Like if someone were to say, to enter this snap contest, sweepstakes, giveaway, I want you to send me a snap of your backyard. Okay, so here's my backyard, and I'm going to take a picture of it. So I just tap this, it takes a picture, and now I can hit send, I can add text. It makes it small, tap it makes it large, tap it makes it centered. You can make it big and turn it by pinching it. You can draw. And then go take that. You can add pictures, you can zoom them in, all kinds of fun things you can do. When you're ready to send, then you tap this, and now I can send it to specific people, or I can, and that just goes privately, or I can send it to my story, which then allows me to send it to everyone that is following me. So back on the stories page, I could decide, well, I really don't want that because that was a mistake. And in our case, it was just a test. So I'm going to tap these three dots, tap on the snap, and then there's the delete.